I've tested hundreds of AI tools, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over 5 tools in specific that will make your HVAC business $100,000 a month with no employees. Now, before I hop into this, I do want to preface a few things. So, number one, with AI, it may seem daunting, but with the system and the softwares that I'm going to show you, it isn't as complicated as it may seem. And truly, this is so easy that even your grandma can do this. Next thing is that I'm going to be going over each AI tool specifically, but also how they all come together into a single system to make this $100,000 a month possible. And lastly, make sure you stick right until the very end, because I am going to be dropping a secret opportunity and gift only for people who understand everything that I said and watch this video right until the very end. So make sure you guys watch from A to Y for that opportunity. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. So I'm going to be going over these 5 tools and again, how they all come together into a single system that I like to call the AI growth system. But the first tool we're going to be looking at is Synthflow AI. Now, what is Synthflow AI? If you guys aren't new to my channel, you'll know how much I talk about Synthflow AI and how much I like Synthflow AI. But basically what it is an AI caller that we're going to use to instantly call our leads. Now, there's a few things and there's a few instances that we're going to use that in, but basically I'll go over Synthflow. So basically, right, you can create AI voice agents for automated phone calls. These agents are going to sound exactly like a human, right? People aren't going to be able to tell the difference. And it's just, you guys will see how the system works, but you guys can check this out for yourself. I actually have a link below in the description if you want to check it out. But yeah, basically you're just creating AI human receptionists. Again, sound exactly like human. It is amazing. I highly recommend you guys check this out for yourself. But we're going to use this to instantly call all of our leads. Now, this is going to be done in 3 main areas. So number 1 is Facebook ads. So when we're going to run Facebook ads, you guys will see Facebook ads. Facebook bombards everyone with ads nowadays. But basically, this learn more button, as soon as someone opts in and gives us their phone number, we're going to get Synthflow to instantly call them. Number 2 is when they book on your website, right? So on your website, chances are, if you have a website, you'll have, fill out this thing for a free call, for a free consultation. We can hook this up to Synthflow that this will automatically be done. And then number 3, right, any sort of form that you have that is being submitted, we're going to hook this up within Synthflow to automatically call those leads. So whether it be through ads, through whatever you're running it from. But within all of this, right, there's 2 aspects of increased success that we see. So in simplicity, there's 2 main aspects. Now, the first aspect is the sub 60-second response time. Now, if you guys are not new to my channel, you'll know how much I talk about this and how important this is within our full AI system. But basically, lead conversions are 391% higher if the rep reaches out within a minute of the inquiry. Right? So within the first 60 seconds of whatever inquiry that the lead gives, you're 391% more likely to convert that said lead. Now, this study comes directly from the MIT study from their business department. So MIT Business, this is their study, one of the best business schools in the world, right? As you can see, 1 minute, 391%. You're 4 times more likely to convert the lead. At 2 minutes, this drops in half, right? It's just that 60-second, it drops in half. 3 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 5 hours, 1 day. May as well not even try at the 1 day mark. But you guys can see, if there was a way to get a sub 60-second response time every single time, right? You are unleashing a new potential for your business, which is exactly what we do with the AI caller every single time, right? Instant call means instant call. Now, the number 2 thing of this, right? Because at the end of the day, if we can get the AI caller to call, but it's not effective, where is, the benefits to you guys? But the number 2 is that we're going to psychologically engineer the prompt to make sure that whatever they say and the questions that they ask are, programmed and are meant for the lead to basically go through your funnel to end up booking that call. So this is a frame from my full Synthflow tutorial. I'm not going to go over that much on how to set up Synthflow, but if you guys do want to know how to set that up, I made a 30-minute Synthflow tutorial. You guys can check that out, in my channel. I'll link it in the description below as well, so you guys can check that out. But that is how we're going to use Synthflow. Now, I'm going to show you guys how this comes into, mesh with the other ones. But the next AI tool that we're going to be looking at is Heygen. Now, what is Heygen? Basically, what Heygen is that you can create and generate AI UCG videos all through Heygen. So you can pick, many different avatars, you can pick different voices, everything like that. Basically, you're just going to upload a script and you're going to have a video that looks exactly like a human. I'll show you guys here. But a big psychology thing behind this is that people connect with people, right? People are way more likely to connect with other people talking to them than just words on a screen that they're seeing. So I'll take you guys kind of through this. I don't know if I can log in here, but basically, right, you can generate all types of avatars, all types of voices, and the videos are going to look like this, right? As you guys are seeing right now, the videos are going to look very human. They're going to act, they're going to sound everything like a human, right? And you're going to get these AI UCG videos to say whatever you want to say, but that is how that pretty much works. Now, within this, all you're going to do is plug in scripts that you get to basically get a good ad. Now, for these scripts, and I'll briefly touch on this, right? And this actually leads us into the segue into our next AI tool, but you're just going to use the best LLM out there, which I will show you guys here very shortly. You're just going to create scripts and plug them into the videos. Now, when you plug them into the videos, they're going to create and they're going to actually talk and sound as what you say. And it's going to look something like this. So this is an example me and my team created from Heygen, right? Exactly what I just told you guys, exact process. It's going to look something like this.
HVAC and roofing owners doing over $50,000 monthly. This is for you.
So once you have these videos, all you're going to do is just edit it with basic B-roll and transitions, right? And then you're going to put these onto Instagram and onto Facebook, right? Onto Meta ads. It's going to go through both of them. But within these platforms, you're going to have unique leads specifically for you, and they're going to see that. They're going to see a person talking and be way more likely to pay attention to what it is that you are putting forth in front of them. And then you're going to get more leads, right? You're going to get more leads, more conversions, everything like that. You're just going to get more success at the end of the day. So now, how do we actually get these scripts, right? And that is what's going to lead us into our next tool, which is Manus. So what is Manus? Basically, you can think of Manus as your world-class copywriter. So this is like basically a ChatGPT, but on steroids for producing copy, for producing, the best writing material that you can produce. So with this, you're just going to generate the scripts for the ads in Manus AI. Now, the reason we use Manus AI in comparison to, let's say, ChatGPT or Claude, and I actually just learned this. So if you guys have watched my previous videos, I will say to do this in ChatGPT or Claude. You still get good results, but Manus will give you the best. Basically, what you do is you're gonna put something in as a prompt like this. So, create a psychologically engineered ad script for whatever your service is that converts viewers into customers. Now, you guys can screenshot this, you guys can share this. Not gonna go through all of this, but something like this, right? It's pretty straightforward when you have this script, or when you have this prompt, sorry. Now, additionally, and another aspect and another path that you can go down is that you can say to create it from a storytelling perspective where it's a testimonial style in which a woman or a man, we find that women and feminine imagery do work better and convert better, but in which a woman is telling how her friend had X problem and was solved by Y business and how good they did. So for example, my friend Julia, her air conditioning went out, Bob's HVAC company was there quickly. They were there within hours. They did a good job. They were competitive on prices, good, blah, 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 right? People connect with people. That is what we're shooting for here. And then from there, there's hundreds of scripts to use, right? Like Manus, you can use, multiple times. I don't think there is a limit on it, but Manus, your friend, right? Create as many scripts as you want to test different hooks, different bodies, stuff like that, right? And additionally, right, within everything that I said, there's 3 other ways you can use this. Number 1 is help with social media. So you can ask Manus, help me create social media ideas, help me create social media post ideas, or even captions for your social media posts, right? You're gonna wanna use this in every way possible. Number 2, emails, statements, anything like that. anything where you're typing. This is your world-class copywriter, so we're going to use it, to the best of our abilities within its copywriting capabilities. And then number 3 is help with blogs, right? If you're writing blogs on your website, if you're not, I highly recommend you should. I have a lot of stuff touching on AEO, which is AI engine optimization. It'll help you search up or, appear better. But if you guys are already making blogs, you can use Manus to help you with the blogs that you make. But it's basically our ChatGPT specifically for stuff to be written. So that is how we're going to use Manus. So number 3 is Gohighlevel. Now, if you guys are familiar with Gohighlevel, you may be saying, hey, this isn't an AI tool. Well, this isn't an AI tool, but it can integrate within all of our AI tools to put it into one place that we can use for higher efficiency. So you can think of this as the house for our full AI system, right? For all the tools that we give, and this is what I talked about at the beginning of the video, as this is a full system, right? I'm going to show you how the system works. So Gohighlevel is basically the backbone of the system. Now, it comes down to 2 areas. Number 1 is the integrations, right? So the integrations with the other AI tools. And then number 2 is the systems itself within Gohighlevel. So we'll go through both of those. First, we'll go through integrations. So the integrations, there's 2 main integrations that we're going to have to set up here. And number 1 is the AI caller setup through Synthflow. And then number 2 is the Facebook ad setup. So we'll go through the AI caller setup first. And basically, all you're going to do is connect your Synthflow AI agent to Gohighlevel. Now, this, I'm going to briefly explain it here. If you guys want to know how to do this in depth, again, it'll be in the Synthflow tutorial that I did make. Again, I go through all of this. I give examples on exactly how you can set this up. But within Synthflow, when you create that agent, you're just going to create a new workflow with the trigger as Facebook lead form submitted. And then you're going to create a make a phone call work block here. You're going to set up your API key. You're going to leave your prompt. You're going to set up your model number with whatever Synthflow agent it is. But, that's pretty technical. We'll skip over that. And then you're just going to connect your AI agents for your specific workflows. So if there's one specifically for confirmations, if there's one for one set of ads, one different set of ads, we can do all of that set up within these Gohighlevel workflows. So that is how that works and how we're going to set it up. Number 2 is the Facebook ad setup. So this is another very important thing, right? We have to know our Facebook ads and how to reference them correctly. So all we're going to do is connect our Facebook ad account to Gohighlevel, and then everything is ready to go, right? So pretty much all you're going to do, set up those Facebook ads. Gohighlevel is going to reference everything. You can set up this trigger that over here, right? Facebook lead form submitted, it's going to automatically do that, right? So it's very efficient within that. But the process within everything, right? So within all of this coming back together to Gohighlevel, it's going to look something like this. So number 1, the lead is going to click on your ad that you created. Number 2, it's going to fill out the form. So like I said earlier, right, with Synthflow calling immediately after these forms, we're going to create this form through Gohighlevel, hook it up to our Facebook ad. From there, we're going to qualify them right through the, through the process that I mentioned through Synthflow briefly, right? We're going to call them, confirm everything they said within the form is true. Number 3, right? The leads information is going to be stored on Gohighlevel. Number 4, they're going to be put into our workflows. So these leads that we get, it's going to be put into our workflows. Then number 5 is going to be nurturing and reminders, which I will show you guys exactly how that works here, which comes into our systems part of this. So how do these workflows actually work, and how do the systems itself actually, bring efficiency? So what we're going to do here to set it up is that we're going to create workflows for each source of traffic. So whether that be Facebook ads, whether that be from your website, right? Like I talked about up here within Synthflow, whichever one of these sources, we're going to set it up specifically for that. And then we're just going to set up SMS, email, and calling automations. Now the calling automations will be specifically through that make a call work block within our workflows, but the SMS and email we can do directly through Gohighlevel, which is, pretty easy for setup and ease of integration, which is why we love Gohighlevel. It's such a good house for all the AI systems. And then additionally, right, you're just going to create these workflows. Your trigger is going to be customer booked appointment. So if they book an appointment through the ad, that's where we're going to have it set up. From there, we're just going to create a simple form to get the leads information. And then you can also attach your website if you already have a form on your website, right? And then this goes back to up here, what I briefly explained, but we're just going to set that up through Gohighlevel. It's pretty simple to do. If you want the fancy automations, you guys can figure it out. But at the end of the day, you don't really need that. Again, simplicity is key within this. Now, there are two main automation groups within the systems integration that we're going to go over. And this comes down to real-time automations and delayed automations. So we'll go through the real-time automations first, but basically what this is whenever a lead does X, so whenever a lead opts into the ad, whenever a lead texts you, emails you, opts in from your website, the AI will happen in real time. Our goal here is basically that sub 60-second response time. That's sub 60 second. My drawing and my writing isn't the greatest, but that is the goal here, right? Those real-time automations. And basically, just to do that, you're just gonna have the trigger as customer booked appointment, and then just create workflows for those triggers, right? It's pretty straightforward. You have booking automations, form automations, new lead nurturing, right? If new leads come in and you want to nurture them. I talk on, how to create this in some other videos, so you guys can check that out. Onboarding automations, AI calls, blah, blah, blah. Now, a big one is obviously booking calls, right? Because we're going to get those reminders all automated and set up within these workflows. So that is a big one, right? Very easy to set up. You don't have to lift a finger. It's all automatically done. AI calling automations, again, through Synthflow, we're going to set up those workflows. And then sequences from ads. So that is another big thing behind this. Now, that is how our real-time automations are going to work. Now, for our delayed automations and how these are going to work and how we're going to set them up is basically when the lead does X. So again, when the lead opts in from an ad, when the lead comes in from your website, the automation will happen in a specified time frame. So this can be from 1 second, pretty much instantly, to all the way up to 1 week, right? I don't think you can do 1 month. Actually, you might be able to. You might be able to do 30 days, but basically, we're just going to set up the frequency for whenever we want these to happen. All we're going to do to create that, again, just create workflows for those triggers. Now, some big things behind this, right? Reminders and follow-ups are huge, right? You're going to have to send reminders and follow-ups. If we set them through the workflows set here, right, we're just going to have wait blocks. So from here, right, wait 1 minute, stuff like that. Wait 6 hours, wait 24 hours. 24 hours before the appointment, stuff like that. But reminders and follow-ups, huge for that. Some other things that we can potentially look at is reactivation. So your old leads, if you want to send them, some sort of incentive for, a new equipment for some servicing, whatever that may be. Reviews, referrals, basically whatever automation you want. So I touch on these more in other videos. You guys can check out my other videos as well. But we can set up basically everything from there within the system itself. And within that comes down to both having hundreds of possibilities, right? Like really the sky is the limit here. Any automations you guys can think of, we can create within the Gohighlevel system. Now, next one we'll go over is Make. Now, what are we going to use Make specifically for? I'm sure you guys are familiar with Make. It's basically like an AI playground, right? A playground for creating all sorts of automations, but we're going to create message agents. So text, emails, WhatsApp, we're going to create these message agents. Now, this is going to have personalized messages for 3 main areas. So I'll try to give you guys the best example as I can, but for leads that don't self-book, so for leads that, let's say, opt in from the ad and don't actually book an estimate, don't book a consultation with you guys, we're going to set up message agents directly through Make that are going to send personalized messages to basically reference this and put the leads back into a buying mindset, right? Get them back booked and to, just increase that chance of them converting. Number 2 is canceled and no-show reactivation. So if the lead canceled, if they no-showed, whatever that may be, we can set it up that the reactivation of them is going to be automatic and booked into the calendar. Then number 3, initial question answering as well. So whatever lead comes in and they give initial inquiries, they give questions that your receptionist would answer, we can have message agents trained on that through Make to answer those, efficiently every single time. So that is what we're going to do with Make. And how we're going to set this up is we're going to set this up just basically as a workflow. So this is a workflow from me or my team. If you guys book, first link below in the description of this video, I believe we can actually give you this, or we can set you up with something of basically what we have. But all of these omni-channel text agents, we have them specifically for each, area. They're going to be trained on your business, and they're going to know exactly what to say every single time. So with this being very similar to Synthflow, all you're going to do is just connect this to Gohighlevel. I believe there's a native integration. With Synthflow, there's a native integration, very easy to set up within Gohighlevel. But when you set that up through Gohighlevel, basically you're ensuring that a lead never slips through the cracks again. So we're going to have them through messages, through email, through phone, right? The phone will be more on the Synthflow side. But, let's say WhatsApp, let's say Instagram DMs, let's say Facebook Messenger, whatever that may be, we can set it up so that a lead will never be able to slip through the cracks again. They'll never be able to be forgotten, to be, left on, delivered, whatever that may be. It's all going to be automated within these Make text agents. And so within that, right, it's going to reply educated and sales efficient every single time, 24/7. So this is another big thing, right? At the end of the day, if these are personalized, whoop-de-doo, what does it mean if they're not, well messages sent? Every single time, 24/7, right? Even if it's at 2 a.m., the AI agent is going to text with the lead in that sub 60-second response time. And it's going to be educated specifically for, the highest chance for the lead to convert, for the lead to book, whatever that may be. With that, every aspect of your business is going to be automated with AI. So everything from getting the leads to actually, nurturing them until they show up. The bridge from A to Y. So pretend this is your whole sales process. The bridge from A to Y is done with AI. And the only thing that you have to do is Z, which is closing the deal, right? At the end of the day, you can close deals better than anyone. You know your business, you know everything within that. Now, if you implement this system to bring this all back into one kind of whole, right, within all of the AI tools that I referenced, if you implement this system, you can turn your business from this without AI to this with AI, right? And this isn't an exaggeration. Even solely with the sub 60-second response time, you're getting 4 times more conversions, right? Even one deal, let's say it's a full install, that's $10,000, right? Let's say $40,000 potential. Your biz, or the money that you're being made from your business, is truly there. And with that, right, you're going to have 391% more conversions, 4 times more lead converted, and 95% of your time back, right? All of that automation is going to be done automatically with AI. And as the study from MIT says, right, 400% more likely to convert your leads. And you will be doing circles around your competitors if you do this, right? This isn't a matter of if, this is a matter of when. If you do this first, you're going to be ahead of all your competitors, of everyone else who is doing that. Now, if you stay the same, right? If you stay the same as you are right now, if you don't implement this, if you don't, do something with the AI tools that I told you today, you're going to have minus 391% conversions, right? As you are right now, 4 times more of your leads are going to be lost, and you're going to lose 95% of your time to those menial work and those menial tasks that could have been automated with AI. So just to paint this picture, what are you losing from not doing this? The stats don't lie. It's right here in front of you. And your competitors will implement this if you don't. Again, this is such a powerful system. It's going to be a matter of when, not if. And if you don't do it, your competitors are going to be the ones who do, right? And this is going to be you in your sea of competitors moving forward. We don't want that to happen. So just as a little statistic, right? The global AI market in, let's say, 10 years from now is going to be over $10 trillion. We're sitting in 2025 at only 500 billion. So this is going to increase 20-fold. This huge market that already is, right? This incredible market that already is going to increase 20-fold. So with that being said, right, might as well get in here than to get up here when everyone is already using it and you don't have that edge. So now, if you want to implement this into your business, and this is the surprise that I gave, this is the opportunity specifically if you watch this until the very end. if you want to implement this, if you're serious about the system, if you know AI is the next big thing and you're not just sitting back and going to let it crush you, but ride the wave off into the sunset, you can book your free implementation call with me and my team, where again, it'll be personalized and unique for you ASAP. So it isn't just going to be the general stuff. I explained how this works and how the system works. What does this actually mean for your business? How can we actually set this up for your business, and what would the process look like? We'll go into that right completely for you ASAP. The sooner the better, you know this, but you can book first link below in the description of this video. So you have everything to gain, right? Even if you just walk away with the loads of life-changing value that me and my team are going to give you afterwards. Like I said, right? And the numbers don't lie. This is going to increase 20-fold in the next 10 years. If you can get in on this now, you're going to have an edge over everyone who doesn't. You're going to have an edge over all your competitors who don't. This is a completely free call, right? Everything to gain potential life-changing value for nothing, right? Completely for free. I think it's a no-brainer. But with that being said, you can click the first link below in the description of this video. Book your free AI implementation call with me and my team. With that being said, I hope to see you guys on the call. If you want to see more projects like this, more tools that you can use within your business to, just become automated with AI, increase your business with AI, book that call, right? Hope to see you guys on the call. Above all, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. You got some value out of this. I hope that you and your business crush it in 2025 with AI.